Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to go over SASTM, also known as Sound Assisted Soft Tissue Mobilization. The Graston technique, muscle scraping, it's all kind of the same thing, but today I want to go over and explain why it works and how it works. So let's get to it. We're going to start with the boring stuff here, but I want to show you a visual demonstration. I'm more of a visual person, so that's how I like to show it. But we have your muscle here, you have your fat or adipose tissue, and then below that, the white flaky stuff that you're seeing, that is scar tissue. So the point of using instrumentation or the Graston technique or the SASTM technique that I'm talking about is to get in there and break that tissue up. So as we go on, I'm going to explain why you'd want to break it up and the importance and benefit of doing that. All right, we got the boring stuff out of the way, so now we get to jump to the action. So these are the tools. All the tools look slightly different depending on the technique. Again, the concept's the same. Now you might be saying, Chris, I don't really care. And most people don't. But I'm here to explain it anyway. So I mentioned breaking up that scar tissue and why that's important. So when you have an adhesion or a muscle knot, within the muscle, that's going to cause the joints to start being restricted. It won't allow blood flow, to go smoothly into the muscle. And over time, that can cause pain. I would say the majority of people's pain come from some type of restriction in the muscle. So if you can get that scar tissue broken up, you freed up that joint or freed up that muscle, you now have more movement, you have more blood flow, you have no pain. So that's the idea behind it. I'm going to show you guys some pictures and some examples of what this can be used for. In general, any type of muscular issue or some type of restriction, this technique can help. Now, there's more that goes into it than just scraping someone and hoping that they get better. However, sometimes that's all it takes. So here we go with pictures. Our first picture here is someone that came in with some back pain, typically around the lower back. They also had some upper, around the neck and then the shoulder pain. So I did the entire back and used what they call scanning. So you can see all the little red, dots. Well, it's called ITKI, which is just an inflammation response. The inflammation response is the body's natural way of trying to heal. So that's the whole idea of this, is to kickstart that healing process. So now when we move over to the picture on the right, you can see it's a lot less. There's a lot less of the ITKI. So just with one treatment, we were able to break up enough tissue to allow those muscles to release. After that one visit, he was probably almost 90% better. So after the second time, he'll be a lot better off. Here's another example. Someone came in with tennis elbow. So again, the red dots are just that ITKI. It's showing me where damaged tissue was. So we're breaking that up to allow the body to restart that healing response. So I'm causing an inflammatory response. This will allow the body to heal in a more efficient way. It's going to allow greater blood flow, greater mobility, and allow that blood to get to that muscle a little bit better without having that restriction. I hope that helped. I know this is a long video, but I really wanted to take the time and explain this technique. Most people here have never heard of it or don't really understand it. So in general, just remember the whole point of this is to break up scar tissue, to allow blood flow to get into the muscle, to break up those knots or adhesions. By doing this, you're going to have more mobility, you're going to have less stiffness, and 98% of the time you're going to have less pain. So it's very rare that this doesn't work if it's a muscle-related injury. So if you're unsure if you have a muscle-related injury, that's where you can, come talk to me, go see another therapist. They'll give you a better idea. If you want to come in just to try this out, just to experience it, or you think you might have a muscle-related injury or some restriction in the body, come talk to me and I'll help you out. Other than that, I hope you guys found this helpful. Again, thanks if you made it this far in the video. Good for you. At least you learned something. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.